Hey, hi everyone. How are you? Well, we are setting up, and I want to thank everybody for coming in and being part of this webinar. Um, I'm Dr. Chapman, and it's my pleasure to talk to you guys tonight about holiday eating, hormones, and inflammation. So we are going to get the slides up, and um, let's go ahead and get this going. So, can you tell me where you were from? Who's listening in, and where are we? Where are you guys from this evening? Just type into the chat room if you'd like. Oh, Cleveland. Hi, Andrea. How are you? I just spoke with a lady, lovely lady from Cleveland today, and I have quite a few patients in Ohio, got quite a few folks actually all over. But look at Flint, Michigan. You're going to be hearing from one of your Flintstones. Isn't that very soon? I'm going to be playing a recording of a couple ladies that are just doing an awesome job. Michigan, my hometown. Hello there. So happy to see everyone. So I just want to thank everybody from coming in. Farmington Hill Temperance. I always like the name of that city. And thank you for being on time. We will actually give folks just a couple more minutes if you all are okay with that, just to jump in, because we want you to we want to give people enough time to get home from work and to kind of get started. But we will be starting very, very shortly. And I want to thank everyone for coming in this morning. I mean, coming in after work and jumping on the computer. Give me just a couple seconds and we'll give folks, 1 or 2 more minutes. Hello, Toledo, Ohio, and Warren, and I will be right back with you. Okay, everyone. Well, we're going to go ahead and get started. And I just want you to know that the format I'm going to use this evening is just a little bit different. And why am I doing that? Because I have had some amazing testimonials that were recorded just this week, and I wanted to share them with everyone. These are powerful and impactful, and we're going to start with listening to a mother and daughter tell a little bit about themselves. I can tell you now that they are from Flint, and they do talk about that, but their miraculous improvement, and I do use that word not lightly, is something that they wanted everyone to hear. So give me a second. If you see a hand or another face reaching in, that's my IT person, and he is making sure I get this right. So that's Scott. We don't want. Okay. So let's go to the mother and daughter. There we are. And we are going to share that screen so that everyone can listen to their testimonials. Okay. So these two ladies came to me approximately 2 months ago, maybe 2.5 months ago. And they were absolutely not feeling well. We'll start with Corinna. And they really, really wanted some help. They felt like things were not working out from a health perspective for them. And so they've only been with me for about 2 months. So let's listen to their story. Ladies, I am so happy to hear that the progress that you've already started making is just amazing, and it's wonderful. And you've just come back from Africa, and please share what you noticed.
We were in Africa in July, and the state that my body was in didn't allow me to even walk to the elevator without having to sit down and catch my breath before the elevator came. This time, not only did I not have that experience, I was going upstairs, like 2 flights of stairs, and several times I had to go upstairs, and I walked the ramp. I didn't use the wheelchair service. They didn't show up, so I didn't have much choice. But my daughter and I were just rejoicing at the fact that I could walk down the ramp, make it to my airplane seat, and not be out of breath or feeling like I was going to pass out. I could feel such a difference in my body. I feel energized. I feel like a new person. And people have just been saying that I'm glowing. And I'm so excited. I set a goal last year that I wanted to lose weight by the time my 60th birthday in January. But I'm not so much concerned about the weight as I am in being healthy. And the fact that this whole time since I started the program, my stomach doesn't hurt anymore. I haven't had any pains. I laid in the bed in Africa one night and I said to myself, nothing hurts. This is like the first time I can remember nothing hurting, and it has just been such a blessing. I'm trying to tell everybody in Flint that they need to make their way to Southfield and see Dr. Chapman and Michelle, because it will change your life.
Oh, awesome. Goodness. That is so awesome. You have anything you want to add?
I just wanted to say that I was very proud of my mom, and I'm also seeing, just seeing her being happier and proud of herself, and it makes me happy. So I've also noticed that I'm not nauseous anymore. Like when it used to be where when I was hungry I would feel nauseous, but I'm not nauseous anymore. So that feels really good, and I'm not feeling as bad as I was feeling back when I first started.
And you guys have been in the program about a month, 2 months?
About 2 months.
About 2 months. Yeah.
And what a difference.
Yeah, and this is November, so we're talking a trip to Africa in July of 2021 compared to November of 2021. Just that short period of time.
It's life-changing.
Oh, thank you so much. We're so happy and excited for you too.
You just wait.
So,
what I'll show you is I want you to hear what the daughter says, and we're going to play her by herself. And if you just bear with us a second here, we're going to share the screen and bring up the daughter all by herself. And it looks like okay, so if you notice when the mom was talking, and she's talking about how in a very short period of time she's able to walk, she's able to move around, Corinna, she's able to walk, she's able to, oh, here's the daughter, just listen to her.
So you have some additional information to share with me. You just said this, and please let everybody know.
Yes, before I started this program, I didn't think I could lose any weight. I was working out literally every day, and I'm like, what's going on? Because I was eating like, not too bad, but it was better than what I was eating before. But now I've lost over 30 pounds. And
oh my gosh!
I've lost over 30 pounds. I just want to thank you, Dr. Chapman. You changed my life forever. And
you are, oh my gosh. I'm so happy for you. Over 30 pounds in 2 months. I told you.
Thank you.
My pleasure.
Okay, everyone, I thought these were so, thanks, Mr. Ralph. My IT person is just a godsend. So I wanted everyone to hear this, and thank you for everyone staying on and listening to these testimonials. That young lady is 17 years old. to just kind of talk about that just a tiny bit more, she actually lost, she said over 30 pounds. It was actually 36 pounds in 2 months. And she could not lose weight prior to that. She said that. Her stomach hurt all the time. She felt better. She feels, and I'm humbled by the fact that she says I've changed her life. Her mother, both, being able to walk, not having pain, and she can't remember the last time she wasn't in pain. So these are so powerful. I have one more at the very end I'm going to play for you, but let me help you understand what I did for these ladies and why it's so important for you to really take some time and make an effort to come in and see me, or we can always do a Zoom meeting as well. I mean, I take care of people all over the country, so you do not have to be in Southfield, Michigan for me to see you. So let's move on. I really am so excited, and I want to tell everyone how I did what I did for these ladies. Okay. So what is my story, right? I mean, again, I realized after 25 years of practicing medicine, and I am a family practitioner, board certified for 27 years in family medicine. But for the last 7 or 8 years, I actually decided that there needed to be a change. I was not happy with the way medicine was going. I did not like the direction that I saw. I didn't like all of the commercials on TV pushing pharmaceuticals. And I am not against prescription medicine. Believe me, there's some really good medicines keeping you alive. But do we write too many prescriptions? Is the healthcare system broken? What happened to make me change my mind and say, yeah, there needs to be something else done? And sometimes there's some personal things that happen to you that actually make you say, you got to change. You personally need to reverse your course or adjust your course a little bit so that you can make a better difference in lives. This is my beautiful mom. She called me one night, and I'm going to abbreviate the story that I normally give when I do these webinars. But excuse me, it was early one morning because she couldn't feel herself on the right side of her body. And I rushed her to the hospital. This is probably the strongest lady I know. And for the first time, I saw fear in her eyes. And after 4 hours laying in an emergency room with literally tons of doctors going in and out, trying to figure out what was wrong with her, we thought she'd had a stroke. All of her tests were normal. Guess what? She had a reaction to cholesterol medicine. She had a reaction to cholesterol medicine. And that is what finally really gave me my aha moment. I knew what I was thinking in my head about helping people in a better way, a more effective way. This was my aha moment. And it unfortunately happened to my mom, but she is doing beautifully. That picture was just taken this summer. Okay. So listen to what I have to say. The healthcare system is broken. It has been broken for a long time. We have the greatest doctors, the best hospitals, literally the best medicine, the best research, okay? The best of everything, but yet we're the sickest. We're the most obese. We have more heart disease, more heart attacks, more cancer, more diabetes, more high blood pressure than any other country on the planet. How did that happen? With us being the most advanced, but yet and still, our healthcare system is broken. Okay. And why and how did it get there? That is why I'm here. And that's what I want to talk to you about and share with you today. So here's where it starts. This is directly from the Medicare policy manual, directly. And it says, care that seeks to prevent disease, promote health, and prolong and enhance the quality of life is not considered medically necessary. Do I need to read that again? Care that seeks to prevent disease, promote health, and prolong and enhance the quality of life is not considered medically necessary. This is straight from Medicare. Look it up. Now you see why my office is so busy, why I see patients and people that say, you know what, the healthcare system has failed me. I'm sick and tired of my doctors not listening, or I'm sick and tired of going into the doctor's office for a visit and getting a new prescription. Or I'm diabetic and I'm doing everything that the doctor has told me to do, yet and still he keeps increasing my medicine. What the heck is going on? These are the things that I hear, and there's a reason why. The system is broken. The approach to taking care of your health has not been the best approach and has not been the approach that we should be taking. And that is why I'm here and talking to you. So here's what some of you tell me. And this is, if this is you, if this resonates with you, you're in the right place. You're listening to the right webinar. Do you feel something's wrong and no one will listen? Do you feel traditional medicine has failed you? Do your test keep coming back normal, yet you know something's wrong? Guess what? It's because they're not testing you correctly. Okay? Is that a light bulb moment for you? Maybe they're not looking in the right places. And that's where I come in, because I understand that there is a lot of other factors, many other factors that impact my ability and your ability to get better, impact my ability to help you and your ability to improve. And what are they? It's knowing that there are various negative stressors in your environment. Negative stressors can be multiple things. Emotional stress is a negative stressor, right? The wrong foods is stressful for your body. Staring at computer screens, medication, especially if you have a side effect from it, they're stressors, and even the environment. All of these things are negative stressors. They lead to inflammation in your body. Do you feel inflamed? Yeah, you do. Your holiday eating, that beautiful meal and all of the nice, wonderful pies and snacks that you are going to eat during this season is actually a negative stressor. So why did I name it that? Because we're going to indulge. You should enjoy a meal, enjoy what you're eating, but don't overdo, because why? Those are negative stressors. Sugar, dairy. And how could you have an incredible sweet potato pie, pecan pie, peach cobbler, macaroni and cheese without dairy, and those others without sugar and dairy? Oh, but understand, when you indulge, what's happening to your body. It's a negative stressor that's leading to inflammation throughout your body. That leads to a hormonal imbalance that gives you disease. Let's talk about that a little bit more. So I talk about negative stressors, physical stress, chemical stress, the air you breathe, the water you drink. Those of you that are from the Flint area, and I think it's probably more prevalent in other areas, we just don't know about it, but the water there, okay? Don't think that you're immune from any of that. It's there, it's around you. Chemical, also medications are chemicals, right? It's not just the pollutions in the air. It's the hair care products, skincare products, cleaning products, any sort of chemical. It can be a stressor. And an emotional stress. Let me tell you something about emotional stress. Your emotional stress, your mental thoughts, your feelings actually transform your immune system in certain ways. Research has shown it has a direct effect on that. So don't think that emotional stress is something you can just get over and keep going. Your body hangs on to that in a physical way. So all of these stressors, and then there are others, right? Computer screens, daily work stress, staring at a computer all day. You should be wearing those glasses that filter the blue light. Okay, very important, because it is a stressor. It causes a stress reaction in the body. And certainly, lastly, but certainly not least, are your food sensitivities. Food sensitivities, ladies and gentlemen, are not allergies. They are not allergies. Allergies, you eat it, you have a reaction almost right away, right? Sensitivities, it might take 2 or 3 days, 2 weeks even, or even a month for the reaction to show up. And if you're sensitive to certain things like, who knows, I'm just black pepper, garlic, apples, oranges, lettuce, spinach, broccoli,
pork, chicken, who knows, beef. If you're sensitive and you don't know it, because some of those things may be your favorite food, if you're sensitive to them, guess what? They cause a negative stress reaction in your body, and that is how you become ill. And I'm going to explain that in the next couple minutes. So keep in mind, you must know what your food sensitivities are to make a healthy meal for yourself. And it doesn't mean that that food is not healthy. Spinach is very healthy. It just may not be healthy for you. Blueberries are very healthy. They just may not be better healthy for you. You must be tested. And we do that so that we can help you know how to stay healthy, so we can help you understand what are these things doing to you. How do these negative stressors impact you? The first thing that it happens is causes inflammation. Guess what? That inflammation is in your gut, and it leads to leaky gut syndrome, which leads to all the other problems and diseases that people have. So it's in the gut. So again, every aspect of your body is affected by these stressors, and your body reacts to stress no matter what type of stress it is, whether it's emotional or the wrong type of food. It's going to give a very similar stress reaction. Okay, so all stressors are important. Those stressors lead to inflammation, which leads to hormonal imbalances and problems for you. And some of these things, some of these food sensitivities, some of these issues that you have because of your inflammation in your gut might be giving you bowel difficulty. And this doesn't have to just be diarrhea or constipation. It could be gas, bloating, your stomach talking with you, right? Your stomach shouldn't talk. It shouldn't gurgle after every time you eat. It shouldn't, or gas, all of those things. Is that you? Does it sound familiar, right? You have to consider, what are these things doing to your body? This is a result of inflammation in your gut wall that's leading to leaky gut syndrome. That is what you have to remember. Those negative stressors are affecting your health, and they start with inflammation. What are some of the other things that happen? How about tired and sluggish in the middle of the day? Those are hormonal imbalances that happen as a result of inflammation too. This is a lady who wakes up okay, but in the middle of the day at her job, she needs a cup of coffee because she's falling asleep. If this is you, these are hormonal imbalances that have to do with inflammation. The next thing, depression. Depression and anxiety can come from these stressors as well. And do you know there's a hormone called serotonin that helps prevent you from having depression and anxiety? Guess where serotonin is made? This is the hormone that prevents you from becoming depressed. Or if you have a bad day, it helps lift you up out of it so you don't stay depressed for 2 weeks, right? Serotonin, 95 to 98% of it is made in your gut wall. The hormone for your happiness comes from your gut. What's that saying? The food makes people happy. One way to bring happiness is having a meal that makes you happy. Well, in some ways that may definitely mean something, but if you're eating the wrong foods, it could actually be detrimental. The other thing is insomnia, another hormonal imbalance that has to do with inflammation. It starts there. Weight gain, ladies. How about those of us that want to lose weight and can't? No matter what you do, you're doing everything that you know to do, but you cannot drop those pounds. You're having a very difficult time losing weight. You've done Weight Watchers. You've done counting carbs, counting calories. You're exercising like a fiend. Remember what the young lady said. She'd done all sorts of exercises. She could not understand why she couldn't lose weight. She was working out hard. She lost 36 pounds in 2 months, and she didn't think it was possible. And I told her she could lose weight. Why? Because everyone that I work with loses weight. And here's why. Because I understand why you've developed the obesity or the weight issues in the beginning. Why you gain weight and you can't lose it. Why you lose weight, but it comes back.
those are not necessarily because you aren't counting enough carbs and pushing away from the table. Those issues are a hormonal imbalance. Most of you are insulin resistant. So let's take a look at these pictures, because each one of these pictures depict insulin, and hormonal imbalance that is rooted in inflammation. So don't they look inflamed? Do these people look like any of you, or someone that you live with, or some other loved one in your life? Look at them. The first lady has an estrogen imbalance. Her hormone estrogen is off. The second lady, she has adrenal fatigue. Her other hormone, adrenal glands, are off. The next lady, the third lady, it's her thyroid. She has weight gain everywhere. The first lady, it's in the bottom half. The second lady is that pooch in the middle. How many of you say that you have gained weight in the middle and you can't figure out how you're going to lose it? You can't get that little pooch in your middle off. You have another belly growing with your other belly, right? I've heard that one. So my point is, these are hormonal imbalances, ladies and gentlemen, and this is why you have trouble losing weight, because the approach to starve yourself and to limit carbs and all those other things, it doesn't work. If you don't address the root cause of the problem, it's not going to work. That gentleman on the end, he also has a belly, but his problem is he needs to detox. This is a picture of someone that has a buildup of toxins in their system. And if you come from Flint, that's something that you've thought a lot about, maybe more than others, because those toxicities in your body can cause you to gain weight, to cause you to develop diabetes and all sorts of other diseases. All those pictures that I showed, any one of these types of hormonal imbalances can do those things. So it's important to understand. And the little girl that I showed in the beginning, she's from Flint, okay? And she did not think she could lose weight. And she did. So how is it that I'm able to figure all of this out? And it's because I understand how to look for the root cause of the problem. I understand that if we don't look for the root cause of the problem, you're going to constantly have problems getting over, getting past, or improving your health, whether it's diabetes, high blood pressure, cholesterol, weight, insomnia, fibromyalgia, any sort of autoimmune condition like thyroid. It's an autoimmune condition, okay? And how do I diagnose problems? Because I bet many of you ladies that were worried about your weight went and talked to your doctor and said, well, you checked my thyroid gland, and what did they tell you? It was normal. And I'm here to tell you it probably was not. And how do I know that? Because when we test for thyroid hormones in traditional medicine, it's 2 little screening tests, 1 or 2. And they miss the diagnosis all the time. If you really want to know how your thyroid hormone is behaving, you need at least 4 or 5 different thyroid tests all at the same time. We need the activated form of thyroid hormone level tested. Why? Because the thyroid gland controls your metabolism. It controls your energy. It controls your thoughts. It controls your ability to think. It controls your heart rate. It controls your blood pressure. That thyroid hormone controls so many different aspects of your body. And when it goes low, you're going to be tired, sick, and not know why. And you'll go to the doctor and they'll tell you your thyroid hormone is normal. And everything would be missed. And then guess what? You're still going to feel badly. And then they're going to tell you it's all in your head. Hey, does that sound familiar? Yes, it does. Someone out there has been told that. Someone out there has been told, go see a psychiatrist. You're just depressed. It's in your head. It's not. How do I know that? The thyroid gland is here, right? Most of it is released or secreted or created in the inactive form. In order for your thyroid hormone, which is thyroxine, to do what it's intended to do, it has to be activated. You have to take the inactive form that comes out of the neck and convert it to the active form. It's the active form of the thyroid hormone that does the work. Guess where it needs to go to become active or activated? You need a healthy gut. 60% of it is activated in the gut. And you need a healthy liver.
And if you need to detox, your liver is not as healthy as it needs to be. So many times ladies come to me and they have issues with thyroid issues that have been misdiagnosed and they've been told it was normal. And when I test, I get a longer thyroid panel and I can show you in black and white that you actually have an underactive thyroid gland. And that's why you have problems. And it's been missed for years. So what about this weight gain? How about those of you that are trying to lose weight and they just can't? Well, if your thyroid hormone is underactive, what happens? You gain weight, right? An underactive thyroid makes you gain weight, but you've been told it's been normal. The other thing that's a problem is that you eventually, with all of those negative stressors, you eventually develop insulin resistance from that. And what does insulin resistance do? It causes weight gain, usually in the middle. It causes you to crave sugars or carbs. It causes you to be fatigued. It causes you to have brain fog. And insulin resistance also causes the thyroid hormone to stay to stay underactive, so that it affects your thyroid hormone as well. Now you have another thing causing you to have an underactive thyroid gland or thyroid hormone. So no wonder you can't lose weight, okay? When I work with patients, I understand that. And this is why I have an incredibly high success rate with weight loss. This is why when people see me, they can't lose weight other places, okay? So just a couple, if you take a second, these are some testimonials right off of my Google page. I have a 5-star rating in Google. And it is not because I didn't work hard with my patients to get them there. Everyone that participates with me gets a team approach, and we have your best interest at heart. So how do I do all of this? I understand how to interpret the lab values. Okay, I know that certain medications and certain disease states are different and hard to diagnose, and you have to know what to go look for. You may have an autoimmune disease, thyroid, lupus, sarcoid, rheumatoid, MS. You may have the early signs of it and no one has picked up on certain things because the only symptom you're going to feel maybe is fatigue or tiredness. Each one of these that I have on the screen can present only as being tired. How about that? Fatigue is the only symptom. But if you don't look for other issues and know how to ask the right questions to really identify where your problems are, these diagnoses are going to be missed. And you'll go through life for years until your body just breaks down and then they find it. It's too late by then. So how do I do this? I put the pieces together. It's so important for us to look at you as a whole person. I don't look at you as the person with diabetes coming in or the person with this condition coming in. I look at you as a whole person. And when doing that, we've got to assess you from a nutritional value status. We have to detox you. It's important to assess hormones. And I'm not talking about those sex hormones. I just mentioned several other hormones. Thyroid, insulin is a hormone. There's so many other hormones in your body that have to be looked at. Your nervous system, if there are issues with depression and anxiety, which I'm seeing a lot of since COVID. And then fitness is important. And I know that they're missing pieces, and we have to put everything together like a puzzle. Not you, me. My job is to lead you in the right direction and help you get the results that you're looking for and help teach you how to stay there. That's my job. Your job is to seek me out. Seek me out so that you can get better. That's your job. So how do you get help? Let's look at some of the people other people I've worked with. And we're going to put Scott on, Mr. Ralph, in a second too, if you could help me. So this gentleman, this was, he had issues with blood pressure, cholesterol, all of those problems, diabetes. After working with him 4 months, not only did he lose weight, but we cut his medications in half. Okay. This lady came to me mainly for depression and weight. She wanted to lose weight. And I did not. Again, this is not a weight loss program. This is all about wellness and getting you healthier and understanding that we have to approach the hormonal imbalances to help you lose that weight. Talking about keeping weight off, let me show you. This was her 4 months later, 62.5 pounds. She's on my website as well. This is her 8 months later. She was down a total of 115 pounds. And I saw her a year after that, and she was down a total of 125 pounds. This is what I'm talking about, keeping that weight off. This young lady, this was her before, this was her 2 years later. It took her a little while, but she lost about 250 pounds. Now I want you to hear Scott, because I talk about reducing your medication. I talk about getting you healthier, helping you lose weight. This gentleman has been with me for only 1 month. He felt like he was just not going to make it because he was feeling so badly. And let's hear his story. This was taped this morning.
Hi, Scott.
Hi.
So tell me a little bit about what you felt like before you came to see me and when you started the program.
Before I started the program, having a really hard time controlling my type 2 diabetes. My blood sugars were all over the place. I felt tired all the time, just fatigued, and I just felt sick. And since I started this program, I'm starting my 4th week. I'm down 15 pounds. And the best thing, though, is my blood sugar is completely stabilized. And I've actually had my doctors, they've lowered my medications for my diabetes by quite a bit, to the point where I'm hoping I can get off some of them even. I mean, I'm just starting this program, but my blood sugar is steady. It doesn't fluctuate. You know, I don't get the big highs and the big lows like I used to. And it took a while to get there, but just changing my diet and putting healthy things in my body and eliminating things that have been causing all this inflammation and just making me sick has just done wonders already just at the beginning, and I haven't even started my detox yet.
Wow.
So I'm really looking forward to it.
Great, great. Scott, before you started, what would your sugars normally range? How high would they be?
I would wake up in the morning and my sugars would be well over 200, close to 300 sometimes.
Okay. And that was before meals?
That was before meals. That was, after fasting.
Yeah.
And then I'd eat, and I wasn't eating healthy things. And I'd have spikes. And I mean, I had, it would stay in the high 200s all day long.
Yeah.
And only if I, missed a meal or didn't eat something or was really active, would it go down. But then it would drop really low. And
now your ranges are where?
It's been staying pretty consistently throughout the day. I wake up and it's, in the 120s to 130s, but it ranges from 90 to about 115. Other than, after I eat a meal, it goes up a little bit.
Yeah.
But then it goes back down to that same range and it stays steady.
And your insulin levels that you were on, have they decreased them about half now?
More than half.
More than half.
Yeah, I was taking a lot of it, and it wasn't really doing a whole lot. What I was putting in my body, food and drinks and things. It was just very unhealthy. And now, I'll be honest, there's some meals that I don't, if I'm not going to have a lot of carbohydrates or they're complex, I don't take a lot of my insulin, even less than that they tell me to. Sliding scale. Sometimes I'm taking 7 units of fast-acting insulin, and I was taking 45 units before.
Oh my gosh!
Before every meal.
Yeah,
and now at the most I take is 12.
Okay. Thank you so much for sharing.
My
that
pleasure.
Is amazing.
Thank you, Doctor.
So one of the things that I want to point out is as you said, he is only in his week 4 of working with me. He has dropped from 42 units of insulin down to 7, at the most 12, in less than a month. So when I tell you I get results and we work with you to help you achieve those goals, he also lost 15 pounds already. And this gentleman, he looks like a different person. He absolutely looks like a different person. So this is what I'm talking about.
So I want you to put yourself, and maybe your issue isn't diabetes. Maybe it's something else. Maybe it's fibromyalgia or joint pain or headaches or migraines or rashes or an autoimmune condition, MS or rheumatoid arthritis, or God forbid, maybe it's irritable bowel or ulcerative colitis, something going on there. Whatever it is, it doesn't matter. There is a way and a solution for you, at least to help you feel at least 50% better. How would that make you feel if you were 50% better, or someone that you know? How do I do that? I know what type of test to order for you. Okay. I know to look for the true underlying cause and not to just focus on test results, but we want to focus on the root cause of the problem. Okay. I look at your body as a whole, and I understand that you're not going to get through this by yourself. We're going to hold your hand through the process. And it's not difficult, folks. It's not scary. Don't worry about that. And most people have fun through the process because they're learning, they're happy, they're feeling better. So the first thing I want you to do is seek me out. In the chat room, there is an offer for a discovery call. I want you to jump on, click the sign up now for a free discovery call. That is the time in which I talk to you. I find out what's going on. We try to assess the best way that we can help you, and then we work from there to help you get there. So look in the chat room and go and click on the sign up button so that you can jump on the discovery call. And that will allow you to book a 15-minute discovery call with me. And it will allow you to have a time to find out what exactly is going on with you, how we can help you, and what needs to be done to get you to the next point. This is really, really very important. And bear with us a minute if you're seeing a bunch of other stuff on the screen. It's okay. We're working through it. Hang in there. We're going to get that link up on the calendar for you so that you can book a discovery call right here in this chat room. Hang in there with us. We're going to get that in there for you. And right there, it just popped up. Click that link. Book a discovery call, ladies and gentlemen. Click that link and book a discovery call. That is how you get better. That is how you're going to find out if my approach is the best approach for you. And I'm going to tell you, it is. The only reason you wouldn't think that it isn't is because you don't know enough about it. And I respect that. But this is not weird. This is not strange. It's common sense. And it takes you from the point that you are now to a lifestyle in a way that you're healthier. Look at what these ladies were, the two ladies started out, and Scott. All of them are feeling so much better. I have a ton of testimonials on my website, and it's so easy for you to go on my website to find out to find out more, to listen more, to hear more. But there are tons of issues, stomach issues, joint issues. I tried to put a range of testimonials on there so that you could see that I can help anyone. And if you're very healthy and just want to stay that way, this is perfect for you as well. So don't procrastinate, move forward, do what you need to do, book that call. Remember back when certain conditions were not even recognized, like fibromyalgia, that was a condition that we thought was just the hysterical woman's condition, and no one paid attention to it. Well, now we know that it is a disease. And you certainly may not have fibromyalgia, but you may be someone where no one's listening. No one's listening to you, and you know something's wrong. This is your opportunity to get help, okay? And I encourage you to come in and see me. So I want to thank everybody who listened, and I can take some questions now. If you're typing something in the chat room at this moment, we can, and we've got her telephone number. I see your number, Wanda. We're going to write it down, and we will get in touch with you tomorrow, okay? We'll have someone set up a discovery call for you.
But if there is, let's see if there's any questions here. Patrice, yes, there are hormone testing that we do. There is no doubt about it, and we will be able to see what is in part going on with you just from that perspective as well. My contact information is on the screen. I've been in that location for over 20 years, and that's our telephone number to our direct line as well. Adrian, you can watch the replay. Yes, you'll be able to watch the replay. It will automatically replay after. And so, yes, we'll be able to share this with you, and you will be able to watch the replay. That will go out to everyone. I'd like to say welcome, and it's just awesome having you guys from all these 2 states in here. And we've got a good showing, St. Clair Shores and Cleveland, Ohio, and Toledo, Ohio, Farmington Hills. We've got a really good showing. And so it's great to be able to spend some time with you guys. So again, I hope to either meet you on a Zoom call or meet you in person. And it's up to you, though. The answers are out there, and I am here to help whoever needs that help. So I'd like everyone to have a safe rest of the evening, a safe holiday, a wonderful holiday. Enjoy, kiss your kids and your family, and I will see you guys in the very, very near future. All right, and have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful new year. If I don't get to meet you all prior to before the end of the month. So happy new year, happy holidays. It's been great. Take care now. Bye-bye.